We're going to put some more equipment away today. James is washing this fertilizer spreader off. And we're going to put some rakes away and a couple silage trucks. So we're going to leave him alone, washing that off. I've got to get some tools to pull some power shafts apart. And we'll get on our way. Alright. Jared said he's got the one rake over here. Is it in here? Huh. Well, I want to fill this thing right up with trucks. So maybe we should put one in here. Probably the other one. Alright, so we're going to bring some silage trucks over here. We got the tethers put away. We don't need them anytime soon, so we'll pack the trucks in front of them. Alright, we got 4 trucks in here and 2 tethers. Got the Sterling truck 10, truck 8, truck 4. All these trucks need work of some kind, but it's going to be a couple months before we get to them. So, yeah, this is not our grain drying system, by the way. We own the land, but we don't own the grain drying system. It belongs to another guy. So we got our tedder in here. So, yeah, when we bought this farm, the grain drying system was already on it, and a neighbor actually bought the bins and everything, but it was going to cost too much to move them, so we let him leave the bins here because they're not really on any land we can use. We just rent the small parcel of land that the bins and the grain dryer's on. So that ought to answer that question because I'm sure it's going to come up. So this is kind of one of them useless buildings. It's probably 35 or 40 by 80 maybe, but it's just not. I've got some wasted space right here that I could probably put a 40-20 or 2, but just got to see if Sean wants to drive him over. Won't be too bad on a day like today. 40-20 and 43-20 would fit right there. Alright, well, let's get this shut up. Maybe we can get the self-propelled mower away. Sean just brought it to my attention. He's never seen us put trucks away, and he is right. I should have mentioned that. Building that we just left, we're on our way back to the farm now. That building we used to put our hay wagons in. Remember that, Sean? We ended up selling 7 kicker wagons, metal kicker wagons that I made, and our kicker baler this summer. So now it frees up that building and we can actually put trucks away now. So we have a couple trucks still sitting outside yet. We should be able to get them into the hay barn here shortly, but we're just kind of using up our time here. The roads are dry again today. We put machinery away and a couple other buildings a week ago today. So now we're working on another little bit of it here. So we're going to get back. We should just about have enough daylight left to put the self-propelled mower away. So alright, we're going to take the W235 to Lafayette. This thing was just cleaned up about a week ago. I'm hoping it'll start. Oh, where are we going to put you guys? Oh, let me see here. I gotta wait for the computer to come online. We're full of fuel. Oh, come on. Wow, it almost didn't start. We don't need that on. So we will head on out here. Turn you guys around here. Flashers on here. Alright, we are going on a road trip. Alright, we have about 8 miles, 10 miles to go here, so this thing can be somewhat tricky to drive. I don't run this thing that much. And I really hate being on the freaking road with it because the way this thing drives got a hydrostatic lever just like what the chopper has and the combine. But, so that'll control your speed, your forward speed. The farther forward you have it, the faster it'll go. Now all the steering is on this, it doesn't have a steering axle. The steering, what you're doing is you're diverting oil from one side of the unit to the other side. Both front tires are driving on this. I turn the wheel a little bit. If I turn it to the left, I'm decreasing hydraulic flow to the left drive motor, and I'm giving the right drive motor more oil, and that allows the machine to turn. But when you're going down the road at a pretty good clip, I'm going uphill, so I'm running as fast as it'll go because it'll pull up a hill easier. It's easier to drive it up a hill than it is to drive it on the flat. At least it is for me anyways, because both wheels are pulling. And it takes more oil to get the job done. But when you're on the flat, going at a pretty good rate, if you get a little wiggle action going, it's hard to get away from it, because once you turn one direction and realize that you should not be turning in that direction and you turn back, then all of a sudden the unit's going like this. So I have a tendency to go a little slower on the road with it than probably most people do, just so that it's not wiggling down the road. You could have the damn thing go do a 90-degree turn just like that. So I want to prevent that with the amount of traffic that there is on Route 20 here. The last thing I need to do is be darting out into either a passing car or the other lane of traffic. So we're getting ready to turn off of Route 20 up here onto Naughton Road. So we're almost to where we're going to park this thing. So yeah, the whole time driving this thing, it's, you know, your white knuckles the whole time. Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead. This person's backing up. Oh, look at this car here. Got no freaking lights on. Just barely. I barely seen him. So I got a guy turning left, or yeah, he's coming off of Naughton Road on the Route 20. I would have let him go, but yeah, we're just gonna go. That guy's gonna slow down. But he backed up to let me go. I tried to let them go first, but they didn't want to go. So we're gonna run this down the road here and put this in a Morton barn. We put 4 silage trucks away earlier and 2 tedders. I wanted to put the rakes away. We went down back to get them and they weren't there. So I'm hoping that Jared already put them away. So I'm hoping when we open up these doors over on this Morton barn over here, I'm hoping that they're already inside, because if they're not in there, I don't know where the heck they are. So we'll have to see if that's where they're at. See, right now I'm going 15 miles an hour, and it's a comfortable speed to run down the road with this thing. The last South Pound mower we had, it only went 12 miles an hour on the road. They are a little bit of a squirrely unit to run up and down the road, especially with a 16-foot head on it. I don't run this hardly at all. I maybe cut 10 acres with it this year, and probably about the same with it last year. My father runs this most of the time. James washed this up I want to say it was last Friday. And here it is, the 1st of January, and we're just, well, it's the 4th of January, but we're just getting it put away. Talk about a crazy year. It is about 46 degrees out right now, and you would not believe that it's January 4th. A year ago today, we were fighting, you know, temperatures that were in single digits. So, and 2 years ago, it was about 15 degrees out. So we're going to pull up here and get these doors opened up and get this thing stuffed inside. I don't even know what door I can pull into here. We've got 2 big balers parked in this barn and an elevator, and I'm hoping that both rakes are in here. So we're going to find out here in a minute. cab is, this is the exact same cab that's on the exact same cab that's on the self-help chopper. So we'll run inside here and see. Oh God. Let's see what we've got in this building here. Oh, it's dark. Yeah, you know what? Now I remember putting them away. So we've got both rakes in here and both balers, and we'll just pull the mower in right over there. Alright, now crank it up to half throttle. So we've got two big balers in the building here, two rotary rakes, and this mower. We've got a little more room left in here to put stuff. I don't know exactly what we're going to put in here. I don't know if I can wiggle this guy over in the corner here or not. Actually, I should just pull it up. Ooh. This over here like this. I can't see behind me at all because these freaking windows are tinted so much. We're just going to pull this up here like this. And try to go a little farther forward. That's going to do it. The one thing about this machine is you do not want to put it in too tight of a spot because you'll never get it out. Where are my lights here? They are up here, right? Alright. I gotta find the batteries here. Oh, there we are, right there. Okay. Alright, there's that. That's all there is in this unit, is this one freaking battery. Alright, Joe's getting the door shut over here. You can't quite see him, but that's where he is, right there. He's got the coat to prove it. See that? Alright. Got her hog tied there, Joe? If you can't tie a knot, tie a lot. Here, go like this. Okay. That side's hooked. That side's hooked, and it's dark as hell. It's just after 5 o'clock. Yeah, that was going to be my ride home, but now that you're here, I don't have to. No, don't lock that. Okay, it's Saturday. Well, it's Saturday. We're just bopping around the shop here. We got odds and ends going on. Adjusting brakes on this truck. We got a wiring issue on truck 6. Joe changed the oil on the 60/30. Now, I have an issue with the slack adjusters on this truck. The little stud that you, here's a new slack adjuster here. Now, there's nothing wrong with the slack adjuster. The little hex adjusters just rounded off just enough, and you have to more or less almost use a pair of vice grips on it, which I hate doing. So what I was looking for a while ago was a 6-point wrench, and I couldn't find one right away, so I ended up buying this handy tool at Harbor Freight. Let's see what the heck I did with it. It's this tool here, kind of a Mickey Mouse tool if anything else, but it's got 3/8, 7/16, ½ inch and 9/16 on the one end, and then it's got, I must have 5/8, 11/16, 3/4 and 13/16 on the other end. This end I won't use for adjusting brakes, but this would be a handy tool for adjusting brakes. Now here's the problem that I have on this truck. I'll show you one side or the other here. Right here is the little hex adjuster. Now, the configuration that these slack adjusters, where they're setting on this axle here, we're close to the axle itself. So I can't get a 3/8 drive ratchet with a 6-point socket. There's not enough room there. So ideally, the thing to use is a 6-point wrench so that it doesn't round that little hex adjuster off. Now, these are auto slacks, and I've never had any luck with auto slacks adjusting the brakes. Just we're on and off the brakes so much and not really being aggressive with them that we're not actually hitting that adjuster paw inside the slack adjuster itself. If you apply these brakes with a good amount of force, in other words, you get a good stroke out of it, it'll run that stroke far enough and it'll hit that paw inside there, and it will keep you adjusted so that your proper clearance with your brake shoes to the drum is correct, so that this is working the brake shoes up against the drum in this working distance here of the brake chamber. So what I've done in the past is I've taken a nut and welded it right to the hex adjuster. But as you can see, if I put this nut on there, this is just a 1/2-inch nut, and you would pound that on there and weld it. But however, with the distance, I have no place to weld that. Now, one other option is I can take this nut. I'll set you guys down here. I could take this nut and cut it right here and right there with a zip wheel, put that on there, and then it would weld. Now here is the this tool. Where are we here? 7/16 right there. We can get this tool right on there, and we can of course adjust this accordingly. And then of course I usually run them until they don't go any farther, than I back them off about 3/4 of a turn or so. Alright, there we're tight there. Now we'll just back this up. Now, what's nice about this tool is some of the slack adjusters have a require a 9/16 wrench. So if you have an oddball adjuster, slack adjuster, you've got a multi-tool right here to adjust your brakes with. This is just a Pittsburgh, I don't even know what the heck you call it, combination, dual purpose, whatever. So that's what we're doing here now. We're adjusting the brakes up, and then we're going to go through and grease these slack adjusters here. Everything's got a lot of road dirt and scuzz on it here, so we'll get everything adjusted. At least my pins are free. I mean, the only other thing I could do here is replace the slack adjusters, but I don't want to get into doing that yet. Replace them when I have to replace the S-cam. So, okay, we're going to keep moving on here. Alright, it is Saturday night. It's a little after 7 o'clock right now. Got the C5 done, obviously, guys, because I have my blue truck in here now. I don't know when the battery died on the camera here, but got the brakes adjusted on that. We're able to use that goofy wrench on the slack adjusters, which I was afraid that I was going to have to replace them today, and I really wasn't looking forward to doing that because I'll just do it when it needs brakes next, and I just didn't want to get into all that when all it is just the adjuster screw that's bad on them, and there's the locking mechanism. Still works and everything. I just wish they would put a bigger adjuster on there rather than a 7/16. This truck here, we've got a wiring problem on it. It will kick out the lights when you turn the markers on. Once in a while it'll lift up the lift axle. And Jason's been working on this. I got to tackle this myself. He's having trouble figuring it out. Now the lift axle, that's set up so when you put the truck in reverse, it triggers the switch for the lift axle to come up. I originally thought there was a short in the plug that plugs into the tank. It's just a trailer plug. I thought there was a short there where it was shorting between the marker light and the reverse light wires. And I had an idea they were crossing paths and screwing up that. And then with the lights kicking out, I figured there had to be, you know, something maybe jump into the ground or whatever. The little switch that he can flick the lights with, he thought that was bad. I took that out of an old dash. If you go back to the Truck 13 video, you'll learn where I got this dash from. We took that switch out of there and it didn't happen to take care of it. So I've got to get on this myself and just start chasing wires. We've got a short somewhere. So we've got to get that fixed and get this out of here. But I brought the Dodge over here just to vacuum the inside of the cab out. I got Junior over here with me. He's going to help me do my eBay purchase video. I've got my camera set up right there. Don't mind the junk. It's just an iPad, so I have to get an actual camera here sometime. So we've got two items that we had purchased on eBay. They came in, well, last week sometime. We got an item here in the box, and we've got a set of 425 truck tires. So if you go to the eBay purchase video for January 5th, 2019, you'll be able to see the particulars on, well, what's in that box. And the deal I got on those tires on eBay. So with that being said, that's going to do it for this video. We kind of jumped around a little bit. I combined Friday afternoon with the minuscule stuff that I had going on today with working on this one truck, adjusting the brakes on it, and we moved straw today from one barn to the other and worked on James Way tanker, and we jumped all around. And I only videoed one thing today, and then we're going to do our eBay purchase video now after I close out this video. So this video will be published Sunday night, obviously, and this is Saturday night right now. So thanks for watching, folks. Hit the thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. You know the game here by now. Subscribe if you haven't yet already, and we will catch you at the next video. Take it easy, folks.